the energy is not given in the comments, then it's not. Tune back here to get the real drips and drops on clapbacks, trolls, and trending stories from different platforms online. And to think that your favorite celebs keep the unfiltered segment lit, trust me, this is the best channel ever.
You 2 minutes.
This is the comment section because the internet always has something to say.
You're a hurricane, drifting through my veins.
If you're not clocking in on time, reacting or commenting, sending different emojis, that means you aren't on social media. But as for me and my parliament, we remain active online. Welcome to the comment section, where the comment goes unnoticed and every story gets a reaction. I am your host and official mouthpiece, T-Shine on the internet streets, scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, and Threads for your healthy consumption. All right, welcome on board. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed much, actually. Let's continue with the gist. Nigerian singer Adekunle and his wife Simi have welcomed twins. Ibeji, congratulations! The couple confirmed the announcement as it was shared by Adekunle on Snapchat, where he wrote, "Asked God for another child and he blessed me double," and posted an image of two baby outfits captioned "Double Trouble." Could Adekunle Gold's recent music video, "My Love Is the Same," released in late December last year, be the hint to Simi's pregnancy and delivery? Who knows? First we had Duduke, now we have Love Is the Same. Let's take some comments because people are really happy. We have Mary Jane who said, "Double Duduke, so happy for one of my favorite celebrity couples after OBO and Chef Chi." We also have Abanonu Jessica Amoge who says, "Congratulations, shame go where that ex-user that said she's approaching menopause with just a child. Big Agbaya." And we also have Jessica Joe who said, "Wealthy couple with a zero noise attitude. Your home deserves double portion." Now, Simi and Big Fish, congratulations to you both, but we need a masterclass on privacy and minding our business because you guys, you generally keep your family life private while occasionally sharing meaningful personal moments through your art. Congratulations once again. All right, moving on. We have Wizkid who declared interest in becoming Nigeria's president. Can you imagine that? That would be like really cool. The star boy didn't just announce a run for office. He unveiled the Wizkid political party, WPP. I hope he's not part of the parties of particular concern. All right, surrounded by family and friends in the video, he teased his supporters with a glimpse into the future. Meanwhile, the famous singer hit 10 billion streams on Spotify, solidifying his status as the undisputed king of African music. Congratulations, Wiz. All right, guys, let's take some quick comments and let's see what the comment section is saying. As Shedrack Gani said, "God forbid, he's too arrogant, proud, but would rather drag Davido to contest because he is humble and has human feelings." Oh no. We also have Dauda A who said, "President for singers, Abi, which one? Let him go and contest for P-Man first, then we shall know what to do with him. Can't Wizkid just breathe, please?" All right, we also have Joseph Godwin who said, "Wow, President Wizkid, the whole nation will be Afro-beat." But then again, on a cruise level, it should be Wizkid versus Wiki. What do you think?
Damn!
And to also think that we won't have the other parties of particular concern, no APC, PDP, ADC, that'll be a nice shot. Congratulations, Wizkid, if you will be taking that bold move. All right, let's take a quick time out, and when we return, it's tea time with the trolls on it. Stay with me. All right, who is getting bored, grilled, or roasted this time? Are you ready? Let's have some tea. Johnny Drill responded after he and his colleague Nonso Amadi were referred to as low-level men. Can you imagine that? That's a huge blow. Because of how expressive they are about their love. An ex-user at Cassidy07 accused Johnny Drill and Nonso Amadi of making songs that influence men to serve and worship women. So let's see what the ex-user wrote. He said, "There is a reason why I have a dislike for Nonso Amadi, Johnny Drill et al., and their type of lyrics, proper low-level men." Wow. He also added that they actually come up with old school R&B, Westlife, and all of the aforementioned with their pink lyrics. So how we gotta serve and worship women before they know we love them? That was all that he actually typed to Johnny Drill. Really? So in response, we're ready for this. Johnny Drill shared photos of him and Nonso Amadi with the love of their lives, and he captioned it, "The low-level men." So when you talk about silent trigger, silent shot, that was what Johnny Drill gave. And he cleared it up with pictures. Well, some people are really triggered and envious. I don't know why, but oh well, you just got cooked at Cassidy07. Be at your best behavior next time. All right, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Silverbird TV and to stream this broadcast on YouTube at Silverbird TV. Don't go anywhere, homies. I'll be back with more. Renowned Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie and her husband, Dr. Ivara Esege, are mourning the loss of one of their twin sons, Nkanu Nnamdi. A statement issued by Omaomi Ogbe on behalf of the family confirmed that the 21-month-old child passed away after a brief illness. This is really sad. And she said, "The family is devastated by this profound loss, and we request that their privacy be respected during this incredible, difficult time. We ask for your grace and prayers as they mourn in private." We understand that, ma'am. And let's take some comments. We have Rotana Madinate who said, "So sorry for the loss. May God heal their heart. But without being inconsiderate, I never knew she had a husband." Oh well, newsflash, she has a husband, period. We also have Imo Felix who said, "Now wow, wife bears different surname, husband bears different surname, son also bears different surname. It shocked me." Do you know what is shocking to me, Felix? It's just that you don't understand that Kirikiri is actually dancing and the gate is opened wide to take in some people in 2026. So why don't you be sensitive and learn to mind your business? All right, moving on to the next comment, we have Rice Daily who said, "May God strengthen our family at this time." We say amen to that. Please accept our condolences, ma'am, and we wish you strength to carry on. We are here. Clapbacks keep getting better as you scroll. After a video of Tiwa Savage riding on the back of a truck went viral, a follower at Marcus took a jab at her image, commenting, "Omo, Tiwa is downgrading herself." Tiwa wasted no time reminding this person exactly who he was talking to, and then she replied, tagging him. Matter of fact, mentioning his handle, responding with a quick clapback. She said, "Mumu said downgrade. I went from a pickup truck to a Gulf Stream. Una no get respect for your elders. I get money pass your papa." You know what you mean, money na water. That's what we're talking about. So this is what we call savage, iconic, and a round of applause. Just imagine the dry guts of some netizens. You just got served, bruh. So no sorry for me. All right, let's take a quick break before we return to the cruise street.
You're a hurricane, drifting through my veins. You're
thanks for sticking around with me here in the comments because we go nowhere. Can we ever get over men and women banter? Not even in the next live, I beg you. So we have music artist Faith who started the dribble trouble on X and tweeted, "Women aren't really respected. So as a woman, when you get up, lift another woman first because the men will lift men even if a woman is deserving." And that has sparked a debate online. You don't want to know. All right, let's take some quick comments. We have at Prince Romeo Chimakeli who said, "Since time immemorial, men have actually been lifting mainly women. If men were lifting me, the world would be a better place. If men only lift men, a lot of these women making this silly post will still be on the ground." You think so? All right, let's take another one. We have Raymond Undupu who says, "My favorites don't they lie foolishly." All right, we also have Ewolike Prosper who said, "First, feature a female upcoming artist before I take you seriously." And we also have from Paxi Sunny who said, "If only able men lift other men and not direct the favor to ladies, there would be no or less insurgency and the criminal rate would decline drastically." That's another point. But then whose table are you on? You can share your opinion as well on our social media platforms at Silverbird TV. We want to know whether you're for the men or you support the women. All right, moving on, we have the chairman of the National Sport Commission, Sheo Diko, who assured that all financial entitlements for Super Eagles players and officials have been fully resolved. That's good news if it's true. He also said the president approved the entire African budget on November 14th, 2025. From his end, the funding had been fully cleared. He clarified that while approval and processing of funds are separate, the players were assured that the money is being released. So rest assured that the Ministry of Finance and the Central Bank of Nigeria are on this, so everything will come on time. But why was it after so much reaction? All right, let's take some quick comments. Ajoy Amarachi said, "Are they supposed to be reminded to pay their players? This country is a joke. Others receive their payments ahead of the match." Fabian B also typed, "Our institutions are just corrupt. The Nigerian factor must always come to play in everything." Also, now I see we have the cliche that may Nigeria not happen to you. We also have from Peter Nwore who says, "The same thing that caused the delay and confusion in AFCON 2023 and the one before it. Does that mean we really have a track record of delay in payment?" Okay, as a matter of fact, CAF already sent funds to the federations, not to players directly after matches, with flight, hotels, and logistics fully covered. But then what do you really think caused the delay? Is this something to deliberate about? Of course, I know you do. So I'll take a snappy break before I reveal our celebrity on the Unfiltered segment. Don't go anywhere. It's Unfiltered o'clock. Let's turn it up. We have your favorite celebs and online personalities who shares with us first-hand earnest responses on what happens behind the scenes on your social media space. Guess who we have here today? Stella Damaris, who is a producer and CEO of Church-In Ultimate Productions. Enjoy this clip from her.
My name is Stella Maris Duru, aka SMD, TV producer of your famous Sounds of Time TV drama series, and I'm live here on the comment section. X, of course. No, please. X is not a grant for the week, so I don't even go there. It's not a grant for the week. Comments like feedback when they watch my TV series. "Oh, I just watched today's episode and it blessed me," or they give a reaction of an actor or a particular scene that lights up my day. That's if I have time to say it. If it's positive, I'm happy, I feel encouraged. If it's negative, I try to find out why. but I don't respond. I just take the lessons and move on. That would be when someone commented, oh, that was my primary school teacher. And somebody said, is she that old? Because when I saw that comment, I went to the person's page and the person is twice my size. And you know, Jesus these days, I don't know what they eat. Woo woo. And I'm like, I'm not that old. Oh. The next comment that came after is, is she old? I thought she's young. I said, I didn't reply, but I was just laughing because, you know, before I got into my university, I did some teaching, like house lesson. I was taking a couple of children before I got into university. So I guess one of them came and said, my teacher still looks so young. And they're like, she looks so young or she's young. You know, so that was funny. Anyway. I have a team of people who handles my Instagram handles and all my pages. So maybe before I will see itself, events has overtaken it and there will not be need to react. So I'll just let this lie. So it's part of it. It's what we signed for. I think they should post and go. Because as much as you want to act like it won't get to you, sometimes it will. And that time you're using to fight the feeling or to stay strong, you can channel it to something more important. So as much as possible, ignore and stay focused. When you get comments, it means that there's something you're doing right. Nobody talk about irrelevant things. They're talking about you at the topic because you're on top and you're making impact. So let's be honest. Let's be very honest, it will affect. Because this generation are not smiling. Jesus. No matter how hard you want to be, it will affect your mental state because there's a lot happening right now. And the last thing you want to do is have somebody throw shit at you. So it's really going to affect. Even if they try to, everybody is trying to say, I don't care. Behind the scene, they care. So it's affected. However you look at it. Always remember, SMD loves you.
The internet always has something to say. People must talk, either good or bad. That was from Stella Damaris, guys, and she had fun answering those questions. Trust me. And when you think you have seen it all in Lagos, something else pops up to steal your attention. All right, so we'll move to the comment history 101. Let's take some throwbacks. Exactly 9 months ago, a video went viral online showing the sleepy, tired state of Lagosians going to work. Pretty hilarious, and it actually puts you in a deep thought as well. So take a quick look at this. Don't say I didn't tell you. All right. To be very honest, this is funny and not funny because the hustle and grind keeps recycling every single day. So shout out to all Lagosians keeping their grind and keeping the hustle to put food on their table. So guys, I really had a great time here. Sure you did too. Share with me your biggest highlights on today's episode. And don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Silverbird Television to drop your comment. And you know, because the internet always has something to say, your comment will always and definitely make the headlines. And signing out now, I am your official mouthpiece, T-Shine. And remember, think before you type. Stop cyberbullying. And until the next episode, keep it real in the comment section. Thank you for watching.